But even just the smaller tournaments that are not local but bring people in from outside, they're very valuable. And if you can create a facility that attracts these, and you have 15 or 20 of those events every year of some of out-of-state people or out-of-region people, it pays for itself. You see a lot of numbers floating around about impacts of tournaments or impact of fishing, and you have to be careful. And I'm not an economist, but I do know this much: there's a lot of mathematical voodoo that can come into that, especially if you're trying to make them look really valuable. So you have to be careful about what you're looking for. There's a lot of multipliers that you can use, which are economically valid, but we just focused on direct expenditures, and that is literally what people reported spending themselves on these trips. And so that's a pretty conservative estimate, and that's why some of the numbers from other studies are way higher than what I just mentioned. But that's what I guess, if nothing else, that's real. The multiplier stuff is true. It trickles through the economy in different ways and generally enriches the area. But we're talking about direct expenditures. We're talking about people. This is what they spent on lodging, on gas, on fishing lures in the local community, on bait, on fishing licenses, all that kind of thing. Food, things that are really directly benefiting local communities and literally supporting jobs. So, on one hand, it's like, wow, I mean, look at this incredible facility here. And, where'd they get the money for this? And how many tax dollars did they spend on it? But if you think about the economic impact of fishing, and particularly these big tournaments, you can understand why these communities would choose to spend this. And I would actually say, in general, this is money well spent.